For the Miami Dolphins, the 2019 rebuild is not a one-year fix. It probably isn't a two-year fix if we are being honest with ourselves. The reality is that this is more of a three-year build while competing. Miami has holes at every position but safety and tight end. Many look at the quarterback position as the worst, but actually that may belong to the defensive line and defensive end spots. Where the Dolphins find the players to fill these holes could come from the draft later this month or even next year's draft. They will come from undrafted free agents and street veterans. While most players will come from the draft, when they address those needs is important as well. Here is a look at when the team should look to fill these holes. Should they be in 2019's draft, in free agency, or the 2020 draft? Quarterback. Wait, the 2019 draft class is good, but it isn't great, and anyone selling you on the idea of moving up for one of the quarterbacks is giving you the wrong information. I will stand by that statement. This draft class will provide a few quarterbacks that will have decent NFL careers, but those teams will be replacing them within the next 7 to 10 without a Super Bowl. The 2020 class looks to be much better on paper, and the 2021 draft class could provide one of the best QBs since Andrew Luck, and he might even be better. That would be Trevor Lawrence. Fill the hole. Wait until the 2020 draft. Running back. Wait, with two solid starters on the roster, Kalen Ballage and Kenyon Drake, the Dolphins need more depth more than a starter. The Dolphins could look to the mid-rounds for a running back. They have had a lot of success over the past 5 to 6 years with mid-round backs. If the Dolphins were smart, they would wait. However, finding a running back is not easy, but the Dolphins are getting great production from players other teams are skipping over. This year the Dolphins should follow that advice and wait until the draft is over. Fill the hole. Street free agent, veteran, or undrafted rookies. Wide receiver. Draft 2019. On this surface, the Dolphins do not look like a team in need of a WR just yet. Jakeem Grant and Albert Wilson are returning, and Devontae Parker is basically on a new prove-it deal. On the outside with him is Kenny Stills. What the Dolphins do need is preparation for the eventual departure of Stills and the unknown with Parker. Receivers often take a year or two to get up to the NFL speed and scheme, so developing one takes time more often than not. When Miami does draft a quarterback, it would be smart to have a good receiver that is seasoned already in place. Fill the hole. 2019 draft. Rounds 4 or 5. Tight end. Wait until 2021. The Miami Dolphins don't have a need at tight end, but there are questions about whether Mike Gesicki can develop into the kind of versatile top receiving tight end. He will get another 2 years to develop under Chad O'Shea and his coaching staff. If that doesn't work out, Miami will go looking to replace him. Fill the hole. Wait until 2021 and reassess. Guard. Draft in 2019. There is a big need for offensive guard, and that has been a problem for the Dolphins for years. Previous regimes have put little emphasis on the guard position, and this year the Dolphins need not one but two. Fill the hole. Draft at least one in the 2019 mid-round tackle. Draft 2019. The Miami Dolphins need better than Jesse Davis, but if they believe that Davis can handle the job for the 2019 season, then they should not bother looking at the tackle position at all in 2019 outside of a street veteran for depth. If this is their philosophy, then the Dolphins should wait until 2020 and draft a top tackle prospect in round 2. Still, if Miami does view this as a potential problem and view Davis as a fill-in, then the 2nd or 3rd round could provide the piece they need. Fill the hole. Draft 2019 center. Wait, there are some very good guard-center combinations in this year's draft, but there are only so many picks to go around. It might be tempting to throw an early round pick at a guy who can play both positions equally well, but Miami has a lot of other needs this offseason. Fill the hole. Wait until 2020.